Hi everyone. I just wanted to put out there today just a little yoga, flow, movement, whatever you'd like to call it, a little freestyle flow here that you might be able to join in if you'd like. We'll start in a tabletop. Just allow yourself to ground down through your hands, your feet, your knees. Maybe feel the stretch of the toes by tucking them under. Big inhale to lengthen the spine from tail to head. Another breath in to expand the ribcage wide as you feel your foundation pressing into the mat as your body lifts up and away from the mat. Two counteracting forces happening all at once. With this connection, begin just to dig your toes in a little bit further as you push your hips back, and then gently begin to lift the knees. Hover. 3, 2, 1, and then slowly press it up and back to downward facing dog. Take all the time you need in your dog. As you arrive here in your foundational triangular shape, the strongest shape. With your next breath in, begin to just lift your right leg and bring it towards the top of your mat, placing it down as soft as you can. You can always use your hand to bring your leg forward. Begin to sink your hips low and engage your pelvic floor by zipping up through the midline. And then settle into the posture. Just beginning to find some small movements with the hips until you feel this broadness of the hips happening. Feeling the strength and the structure of your body. Then begin to bring your left hand a little bit further forward. Reach your right hand all the way forward towards your front of your mat. And then continue on as you twist from the midline. Take a deep breath in, reach for the sky. Then bring your right hand all the way back down. Frame your front foot, step back into downward facing dog. Just notice the difference between sides, the feeling, the sensations. Settle into your downward facing dog. Find your foundation again, the structure that holds you strong. Breathe deeply, mindfully, becoming more and more present. Lifting your left leg and very slowly, gently bring it to the top, whatever that means for you personally. Adjust your stance in any way that you need to. Maybe you bring your feet a little bit wider or closer in. Just go ahead and play and move around in very subtle ways. Find the broadness, the width of your hips in a strong structure. So this is why we play with the movements a little bit within the movement or within the hold, so that you can find the perfect alignment for you. What feels good, strong, and balanced. Bringing your right hand up a little bit further, reaching your left hand forward, and then slowly bring it up and around. Align the shoulders on top of one another. Breathe broadness into your upper back as you reach your fingertips away from each other. As you exhale, bring it back forward. Frame your front foot. Step back to downward facing dog. Again, establishing a foundation. Then begin to bring your knees slowly, slowly, slowly down towards your mat. And take a look at your knees, and when they come to a very small hover, hold. 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower them back down. Untuck your toes. Move forward. Begin to sink the hips down, bend the elbows, bring them forward. Sphinx posture. Settle the belly into the floor. Maybe widen out your legs if that feels better for your lower back. Or bring them in closer. Lengthen the tailbone as you begin to drop your head down. Lengthen the tailbone. Pressing your thighs into the mat and pulling your belly in as the tailbone comes towards your heels. Putting a little pressure in the elbows to help you out there. Breathe into that lengthening in the lower back. And then as you next inhale, begin to just let that go very gently, one vertebrae at a time, from the tailbone all the way up to the crown of your head. And just take notice of maybe some new space you found in your back that you didn't know was there before. Breathe into your chest. Widen the spaces between your shoulders. If you're feeling a little bit more flexible or strong, mobile I should say, press your hands into the floor, lift the elbows, seal posture. Move really slow and mindful, for it's only then that you can tell if your body is liking the shape or not, in which you can adjust. So in this instance, you could just lower your elbows back to the ground, or even placing your head on your hands for just a couple of moments if needed. Staying here for just another 5 rounds of breath. Slowly lower down to the elbows if you're not there already, and then everybody come down. Head touches your mat, hands slide back towards your rib cage. Lift the feet, and then just press yourself up, nice and easy. Come into a child's pose. Sending your heels back, or your bum back towards your heels, and settle in for another about 5 rounds of breath. Begin to roll forward, and then come to a seat on your mat, an easy pose. Establishing a foundation from the sit bones to the ground. And just begin to close your eyes, hands on your knees. Just feel your body. Then with eyes remaining closed, begin to just grip onto your knees gently, straighten your arms, begin to lean back from the mid-back, lifting the chin towards the sky, opening the heart center. Elbows will bend here, maybe a little now. And then as you exhale, round through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Last thing to cave into the chest will be your chin. Open up the back of your body, pause. And then 2 more times, we're going to articulate the spine, bringing the head forward first. And then beginning to round through the upper back to then extend the upper back. And then finally the tailbone as you lift your head to the sky. And then from the tailbone, round through the entire back body, one vertebrae at a time. The last part to come down will be chin to chest. And one more time, leading with the head, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. And exhale. Feel each vertebrae as you roll towards your cat. And then inhale yourself back up to center. Take a deep breath in, raise the arms up. As you exhale, twist over to the right hand side. One more breath here. Inhale, arms rise up. And exhale, drift it off to the other side. Deep breath in, belly, rib cage, chest. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, raise your arms all the way up overhead. Come back to center. Hands, palms touch. And then gently bring them down towards your heart center. Close your eyes if you haven't already. And just take note of your body. Even if there are aches and pains, can you be there like you would a child who is going through aches and pains? To be grateful for all the things your body does for you every day. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.